really go trip about, babe. Load a heady 7 guts while you waiting on us. Tell them I was on PCH. You with that's thinking they cuter than you?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge. It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. And for Phoenix, we've got Devin Booker. Williams is out there with Dunn. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Green in at the shooting guard position. RJ, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Now here's Green over Caldwell-Pope, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
I know it's not in vogue right now, but for guys like Green, there are points to be had in that mid-range.
Williams with the block. Morant with the steal. And that one's good by Clark.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Brooks. Outside, Green. Launches a 3. That's good from Booker on the assist by Green.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
And coming in is a 4-spacing 2-guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Outside, Green. Back to Booker. Pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. But Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else. This is who you want at the line. And Booker gets himself there a lot.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordan Ott. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Green kicks to Booker. Back to Green. Williams sets a screen for Green. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. To the inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. Suns moving the ball around. And here's Booker from the arc. They get it back. Out to Brooks. Dunn with a screen on Morant. Brooks misses.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Wells passes to Jackson. Rebound by Williams.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
To the middle, here's Clark. Williams with the block. Fast break, here come the Suns. And the wide open shot from Green. Nets, the corner 3. Green's got 5 minutes.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
So for the Suns, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Mark Williams. Royce O'Neal comes in for Brooks. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Booker. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Santi Aldama's checked in for Clark. Williams comes in for Wells. Pippen's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Ty Jerome in for Ja Morant. It's his first trip to the line. And he sinks the second. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
O'Neal misses.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. They set the pick. Allen dishes to Green. Driving to the basket. And the rejection by Jackson. Pippen with a wide open look. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Suns on top. They lead by 3. From Footprint Center, back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We've got Vince Williams. Also, Santi Aldama out there. And it's Jerome in at the 2-guard spot. Now done. Still without a basket. And Richards has it in the corner. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim. But that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Dunn passes to Richards. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. And Booker kicks to O'Neal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Jerome. Down low. Clark. Had a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. Booker in stride. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Booker's got 7 points.
Ooh, Booker showing some power.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Allen finds Booker. Dunn sets a screen for Booker. Into the lane. Converts after the nice spin. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I guess Booker wants to play with his food before he eats.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
So for the Suns, Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Brooks comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Jalen Green subbed in for Grayson Allen. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Wells comes in for John Morant. Now here's Caldwell Pope. No scoring in this one. There's a screen. Here's Jerome. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You know, he should know better. A pass like that is going to wind up as a turnover more often than not.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Jerome. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Wells sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Phoenix leading by 3. Here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far. With the drive, it's Clark with the rebound. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Cuts off the pass. To the paint, stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
12 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Jackson. 4 seconds left. Williams with the block. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Brooks is out there with Dunn. Then it's Mark Williams. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Green in a shooting guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Booker. Back to Green. Clock at 6. Williams, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Green, the pass to Booker. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Booker's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix. Booker against Morant. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Brooks. Back to Booker. Williams looking over the floor. Green in the post. Guarded by Jackson. And they're pushing it up. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Here's Morant. And that one, good. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Booker. They kick it out to Green. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Jerome, he's checked in for Wells. Caldwell Pope finds Jackson, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Jackson Jr.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. O'Neal's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Devin Booker. Inside, stolen by Caldwell Pope. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Suns, number 11, Oso Ighodaro.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Jerome. Caldwell Pope outside. Jackson down low, working on Williams. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Took him no time at all on that one. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. Here's Jerome, and that one hits back iron. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Outside Williams. Allen for 3. It's Clark with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Santi Aldama's checked in for Brandon Clark. Vince Williams comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Pippen misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And Memphis turns it over again. 7 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Booker. Booker taking the hit.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Suns on top, up by 5. From Footprint Center, back in a moment. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Now here's Allen. So on the floor for Memphis. Santi Aldama is out there with Vince Williams. Then it's Morant, and it's Hall in at the center. Shots good from Butler. And so here's Memphis. 7-point differential. Morant scanning the floor. Puts up a 3. Aldama can't hit.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Back to O'Neal. Poked away. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. Goodwin's checked in for Butler. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jackson's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant outside. Over in the corner, Williams. His First three-pointers off the mark. Phoenix has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Jaren Jackson comes in for Jackson. Wells, he's checked in for Vince Williams. And it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope in for Ty Jerome. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. During that break, I listened in on Jordan Ott's huddle. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Oh! Gotta love that.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Morant against Booker. And it's Morant missing. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Spins. Here's Booker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. You'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Jackson with the bounce pass. A three ball. Drills it from outside.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Down low. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. They get a hand on it. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell-Pope.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the middle. Here's Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Richards with it. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. With 3, Booker. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Pass to Green. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Booker outside. Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
The Grizzlies call timeout.
Here come the T-shirts, everyone.
So for the Suns, Mark Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. Dunn comes in for O'Neal, and it's Dylan Brooks in for Goodwin. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count the basket.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Pass to Booker. Picked by Williams. Booker with it. Guarded now by Clark. Booker's shot is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Williams with the block. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
From the inbound, and the dunk by Booker.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 8. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Morant, the bounce pass. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Here's Booker, driving inside. Gets it to fall. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, Devin Booker.